Hey, top of it. Who on here early? I'm just waiting on some people to come on here, man. I'm acknowledge those that's on here early. Squeeze Pillin, 412. What's up with you, man? Don Perrier, top of it, man. Maurice Peterson, top of it, Maurice. Robert Hammett, top of it, man. Hey, like I say, I'm just waiting on some people to, a few more people to come on here, and then we're gonna kick it off. I'm gonna see y'all in a few seconds, man. There's something that can be done. Don't hear your baby love because of what he's done. So if you just put your hand in mine, we're gonna lay all our troubles behind. Don't walk and don't look back. Don't look to my past. Don't look back. Don't keep on walking. And don't look back. Love can be a beautiful thing. Though your first love let you down, cause I know you can never the second time around. So if you just put your hand in mine, we're gonna lay all our troubles behind. We'll push you over back. Down to that day, we won't go back. Keep on walking and don't look back. Oh, we early, man. We early, man. It's only 10 to 3, man. I'm a little early. Mr. Johnny Groove from Cincinnati, top of it, man. Sir Breed, what's up, man? Blessings to you. Common Sense, what up? Just wait on a few more people. Tune in before we start kicking it. And for those of you who haven't got up on my new book yet, how you show this shit? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Few more minutes, man. I'm gonna be back at y'all. that your heart desire. That's what ladies be doing, man, just like us. Ladies just be shopping, man, talking to us, thinking we got action, but they just shopping, man. They ain't buying nothing, man. That's all part of life. Yeah, just how they out there looking for us, we out there looking for them too, man. A lot of lonely ladies out there, man. All y'all gotta do is open up your mouth and you're gonna have them. That's all they want. They just want to talk to you, man. They just want to hear you. They just want to hear a kind gentleman's voice. Because they so used to hearing these lames and suckers come at them. Hey, baby, what's your name? A little lame ass shit, man. Man, you got to be a gentleman. You got to be smooth. You got to have an approach. Oh, my little thing ain't in there. I got to put it in there. I know somebody going to ask, what is it? Yeah, okay, there it is. Oh, the stuff underneath. You going to put that in there, huh? Yeah. You're looking so good to me. Oh, it's true, but still I know with you. Even though I can't get your number. Oh, we still got 7 minutes, man. Y'all can listen to some music for 7 minutes, man. I was supposed to say I ain't got permission, but I'm popping it anyway, man. That's Eddie Kendricks. Girl, you need to change your mind. Need to change to some pimping. Man, y'all know them girls need to change your mind, man. Yeah, they need to change your mind, man. They have to change and get with a real man. You know, quit hanging with them suckers, man, and fakes, man. Yeah, get with a real one. Give me 15 minutes of conversation, then I'm gonna get 20. If I get 20 and get that first date, that's it, man. That's it, man. Because through conversation, I'm gonna have it right here, man. I'm gonna be doing this, man. I'm gonna be the puppet master, man. We got 6 more minutes, man, before we start. I'm just on here a little early. Girl, you need to change your mind. They say you need to change your mind. I say, baby, you need to change your mind. Girl, you need to change your mind. Freddie P, top of it, man.
We got 4 minutes, man. Christian Porty, hey now, what's up with you? That's up to all of y'all that's tuning in. Mark Jackson, I see you, man. Jazzy, I see you on the line, Jazzy. The Wolf Life. Tasha Byers. Few more minutes, we're going to kick it on. Pierre the Elegance. Common Sense. KB. What's up, KB? Galen Foreman. Geechee Sultan. Jalen Calhoun. Ernest Stackhouse. Mel Banks. Double M Despo. Mr. Johnny Groove. My man, Sir Breed. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We got 3 more minutes, man, before we kick this show off. Sucker Free, I see you, man.
I had money and cars, expensive girls and bars, and I always had my own song to sing. Oh, but you came along, changed the sound of my song, and I've never ever felt like this before. Tell me, can this be real? This love is in my heart.
Say, man, I'm just playing these tunes, man, because these are the kind of tunes you put on, man. If I go get in my caddy right now and pop on these tunes, man, I wind up in the bay, man. It's that ride music. Put you in the spirit, you know, of having it, man. Popping that collar, man, because you feel good, man.
Sometimes I try to resist.
Hey, man, ain't nothing like music, man. Because to me, there's no old school and there's no new school. It's just music, man. Music don't never stop sounding good and with a message. You hear what he's saying? Can it be real? Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, top of it. We kicking it off again. One more time. You know, I always start off with a few little politics. I try not to get into it. You know, I'm just letting you guys know, man. Man, don't be sending me no questions about no doggone politics, man. I just speak on it. I just speak on what I see, man. You know, but one thing I really do know, and that I'm really stressing every show, man, you guys got to get out and vote. You know, ain't none of that crap about, you know, I don't like Trump and I don't like Biden. Man, you got to make a choice. Either you want Trump to stay in power, and he didn't turned up killing us, you know, DWB, you know, driving while black. I just watched on TV this morning. Then they had it took a toll. I mean, it took a toll, you know, on all across country. How many times blacks are getting stopped more than whites in each city? So on the East Coast, on New York, the whole East Coast, they get stopped. A black man gets stopped 4 times as much as a white man. In California, black man gets stopped 4 times as much as a white man. Florida, Nevada, Chicago, all these major places where a black man gets stopped more than 4 times as a white man. So what I'm saying is that Trump, what he really did is he didn't gave these racist people, he didn't gave them some nuts. He didn't gave them some balls. He didn't turn the police up. It's like he didn't, said, hey, you know what, man, let's eliminate some of these young blacks. But they not only taking out young blacks, they taking out any of us, man. So that's why I say, make sure your L's in order. Make sure you ain't smoking no weed in your car in case you do get stopped. So you got to prepare yourself, man, to be prepared in a situation because you don't know when it's going to happen. And to me, and I don't care if some of y'all get mad. Hey, man, to me, man, it's a bad move, man, smoking weed and you driving, man. And you black, man. You know how they own us. Soon as they pull you over and smell that weed, man, here come the trouble, man. Because once that happened, man, they don't give a fuck about your rights. They don't care what you got to say. Because they just smelled that weed, man. You setting yourself up. Especially if you in the game. When you in the game, when you pimping, you know you're going to get stopped. You riding the track. The police riding the track just like you riding the track. They going to see you. Because man, you checking on your hoes. So it's your job to ride the track. And like I say, they going to spot you. So I don't know about how y'all do it now, but I used to trip my friend Rosebud out. I used to trip my partner out because I get pulled over with him in the car. Police like, well, what you doing out here on Sunset? I said, I'm working, man. And he's like, what you mean you working? I said, man, I'm trying to have one of these ladies out here. Rosebud nudging me in the side, hitting me in the side, telling me, be quiet. And I'm like, so the police like, that's why you out here? You saying you're a pimp? I said, no, I ain't saying I'm no pimp, but I said, I'm trying to have one of these ladies out here. They look good. They look good to me. Don't they look good to you? I bet you if you wasn't a cop, you probably spend a little money. Then you might get a laugh or if they ask or whatever. But what I'm saying is that what I'm going to say, I'm on the track. I'm fly as hell. Police pull me over. What I'm going to say? Oh, I work a job. Come on, man. Man, I'm trying to have it my way. I just say what I want to say to them. Fuck the police. You can't be a pimp if you're afraid of the police. So all I'm saying is just prepare yourself for that encounter you have because you're going to have an encounter with them. Especially if you up and down that track. Especially if you gleaming. You riding pretty and you looking fancy. See, police, they don't like that. They some jealous motherfuckers. So knowing you're going to get pulled over, man, just protect yourself, man. Don't smoke no weed while you're in the car, man. Don't drink while you're driving. Eliminate some of your doggone problems because you know how some pimps pimp. Y'all don't prepare your lady in the case you go down or in case something happened with you. See, it's all about planning and preparing your life. So I bet you half of y'all right now, your ladies, if you went to jail, I ain't saying for no case because pimps don't catch cases, but I'm saying you go to jail, maybe you got some traffic warrants, maybe whatever, they'll find something to take you for. All I'm saying is that don't add to it. Man, make sure your L's is in order. Make sure you ain't got no tickets. Because you pimping, you have money. Every ticket you get, you pay it right away. Every ticket your broad gets, you pay it right away. Now, you've been in the game even if you've been in the game for only a year, you have to see when you're in the game, you can just like life. When you're in the game, you can pimp two ways. You can pimp for day to day, you can pimp day by day, or you can pimp planning for the future. And every day you growing and you're getting closer to your goal. Now, if you pimping day by day, then it's going to be hard to see your progress. it's not going to really get hard to see your progress, but you're going to get to a point, you know, in your pimping where you're going to be stuck because you done forgot how to make moves. You know, you're not looking towards the future. You're just looking by day. That's where a lot of pimps and a lot of men, that's where a lot of y'all make y'all mistake, man. If you plan on being in this game, if you plan on growing and getting some knowledge in this doggone game, then you got to plan and prepare and pop it. You got to plan. You got to stay 3 steps ahead. Shit. You got to stay 7 steps ahead of the competition. You got to always be thinking towards the future. You cannot be making over $500 every day and don't know how to make that 500 a day turn into 1,000 a day. See, it's more to getting money than just putting it in your pocket. See, a lot of y'all coming through your ranks, like I say, paying your dues, you're gonna learn the hard way. See, you first get in the game or the first couple of years, you know, most of y'all is me. Man, I'm gonna buy me this, man. Man, I'm gonna get me this, man. I'm gonna get that chain, man. I'm gonna get that ring. But then you forget about, put it like this. We can't always get what we want. We can get what we want, but you got to start off getting what you need first. You got to lay your foundation in your life. First off, you got to have a car. You got to have a car, a dependable vehicle. You got to have that, especially if you're on this West Coast, especially if you're in LA. You can't do nothing in Cali without a car. So that's what you got to do first. You got to have you a automobile. So we almost at the end of the year. So I wonder how many of you guys have checked your progress. I don't see no, you know, but anyway, your progress is this right here. If you last year you had a Chevy, I don't care what year it is, but you had a Chevy. But that's not what you want is a Chevy. But that's what you got because that's what you needed at the time. But that's not really what you want. So don't you think it makes sense to have a plan on how to get to that next stage, or a plan on how you're gonna stack your money to get that next car? You got to have a plan. You got to. So what you gonna do? That means that you'd have to put away X amount of dollars every day and put that in your mind. Man, it don't matter what happened. I'm putting this amount of money away. If I don't have no money to spend, it don't matter. I'm putting this amount of money away. Because you got a hope. What you worried about how much you put away? Baby just gonna go back out the next day and get it. If you putting it down right. You know, I know some of y'all be snail pimping. Snail pimping is this right here. Last year, so what we in? We in 2020. Last year, you had that 07 Caddy. Okay, a year done passed. You done had 2 bras now for almost for say a year. So, do you think that you should be driving that 07 the next year coming up? See, this is how you know you're making progress, by making moves, changing your vehicle, changing your style of dress, changing your jewelry. You know, finding out who you are. But you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan in this game. You got to. Otherwise, you just running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I'm gonna tell you guys a little doggone story. Square friend of mine, you know, we grew up together. He went to college and stuff. He's an ITT man, having money, fly joint out in the marina. Most unhappy brother that I've known. So I say, man, every time I come to your spot, man, I said, man, your spot's so fly. I said, but damn, man, I don't never see no broad around. You know, I was like, man, what's up with you? She was like, man, I prefer it like that. He said, Tay, when I want to have some fun, man, you know, he said, I just go to the track, man, you know, and, you know, go get me a hoe, you know, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, it's done. It's over. Ain't no strings tied. And I just go on with my life. He said, I like it like that. And he said, so I said, well, will you call me over here, man? Well, what's up, man? He said, man, I just need you to, you know, give me some advice. So I said, give you some advice on what? So he said, what happened is that he went out on the track. He got this doggone hoe. And he liked her. Dated her a couple more times. And she was telling him, you know, how she was having problems with her pimp. You know, which of course, you know, when a weak hoe ready to leave, that's what she gonna do. You know, try to find her a sugar daddy. So he said, I said, wait a minute, man. I said, before you ain't go any farther, I said, I know you're not gonna tell me, man, that you moved that hoe into your house. He said, yeah, man. He said, I like the broad, man. I brought the broad in up to my house, man. And she said she was still going to work. He said, I told her she didn't have to. He said, but she was still going to work. And I said, well, when she came in with the money, did she try to give it to you? He said, yeah, she tried to give it to me. And I said, you didn't take it? He's like, no. He's like, no, I told her I didn't need it. Okay. Make a long story short. He said, then he started having plans for her. Then he started talking. He said, then they started talking about some future stuff. So I said, hold up, man. Was you guys talking about some future stuff, or was she talking about some future stuff? I said, was you talking about the future stuff, or was she? I said, think about it, man. You was carrying the conversation. You was telling her what you wanted to do for her. And you was trying to get her, waiting to hear her approval on you being her sugar daddy. I said, but I've been telling you, and I continue to tell you that, listen, man, any of y'all out there that's not in the game, you know, what you cannot do is bring a lady that's been in the streets for a period of time, and you bring her into your household thinking that you can change her or flip her into being a total square like you are. You can forget it. It just don't happen like that. Why? Because first of all, the hoe, she done been to the streets. She been schooled by a pimp. Even the worst pimp gonna put some knowledge in a hoe's head about the game, and then she gonna go out on the track and she gonna learn a lot more about it. So what we teaching them is how to charge a trick. Plain simple. How to talk to them, how to play them. We teaching them how to play a doggone trick. And when you put yourself in that position with a doggone hoe, never let her circle back with you thinking that you can change a hoe into a housewife. Impossible, man. Impossible. Because it's in her now. It's been put in her. The game been put in her. Getting money, charging tricks been put in her. So with all the money in the world, don't think by any means that you can change her. You can't. I know y'all done heard that old saying, you can't change a hoe into a housewife. That's real. That's real. You cannot, because they're just not built like that. Because once they've been listening to a gentleman of leisure, and he not only then told him how to go from 300 to 600 to 900 to a rack to 1,500 to up to 2,000. He done showed how to do this in one night. So as a square, I don't care how much money you got. Money don't really move a hoe when you a square. You know what move them? Because they thinking that they can charge you. They gonna tell you just what you want to hear. Excuse me. They gonna say all the right things. Touch your square ass in the right places. You know, do things to you for y'all squares that's married and be going turning tricks. Them hoes do things to you and for you that your wife don't do. I get the attraction, or that your girl don't do. I get the attraction. But I'm saying this to say, don't think that you can circle back around and pick that lady up and think that you can get her to move in with you, and she gonna be your ride or die. She gonna be your hope to die. And one day, you thinking about marrying her. Don't work like that with hoes, because they're always thinking about getting more money or better in their situation. I don't care if they're in the best situation. Sooner or later, they're gonna cross you. Not because they some dirty females. That's not why they're gonna cross you. They're gonna cross you because that horn is just up in them, and they can't turn down the opportunity. So quit thinking that you can turn a hoe into a housewife. So, which is what I told my partner. I said, man, now you sitting over here, man, I'm sad, man. I said, he's like, Tay, I really liked her. He said, she act like she really liked me. I said, that's what it was, man. She acted. Hoes are just like pimps, man. We actors, we entrepreneurs. We on stage 24/7 because we can open and close wherever we want to. That's what pimps do. And what pimping do is they take that same knowledge and they put it into her. If you really down about the game, and if you really handling your business. See, if you really having your lady, you can see danger or trouble coming before it even starts. Not saying that you know mind reader, but you studying your lady. This is what your job is about, having females. Making them believe in you, making them ladies believe that you can touch the sky, coming with different knowledge and game every day. You popping so much game with this woman till she can't wait till the next morning come, because she like, shh, man, what do you got for me today? You got to keep life interesting, man. You got to. It's a few older pimps, I guess that's on my page, and they got this thing saying that, man, I'm an older pimp, and pimps can pimp forever. Well, man, I have to debate with you on that, because I'm telling you that, to me, pimps can't pimp forever. Now, I could be wrong, because you can have a lady 15, 20 years. But you done had this lady 20 years. Okay, now tell me, are you gonna really continue to still be putting it down and catching younger female? See, I have a couple of debates with a couple of pimps, because I say that pimping is a young man game, and I know that statement is debatable. But here's why I say it's a young man game, which is the reason why I back out the game, and that's for this reason right here. Once you get to having ladies, and that gray get to coming in, and it will come in. Your looks gonna change a little. You're gonna start to age. That little young pretty boy face, it's gonna start to drift into maturity. So if you in the game and you look okay, you're nice looking, which helps you catch some ladies. But catching all the ladies in the world and don't have no game or knowledge for them, you stuck. See, when you're talking about the game, everybody want to be deep, man. Because you won deep. You're getting over 500 every day. And then you figure in your mind, man, let me get too deep. Because I get too deep, man, if you too deep, man, you should be getting so close to, if you're not getting 2 racks a day, you should be really close to getting 2 racks a day. You got 2 bras, man, the lowest you should accept is 1,500 a day. I'm saying out of both bras combined. And that's like 800 each. So this is what I'm saying. Everybody talking about getting deep. You can't get deep if you ain't got the game part down to have 1 hole. How you gonna have 2 holes? Okay. Most of y'all out there that's in the game, 1 hole giving you hell, 1 hole giving you headaches. She probably giving you so many headaches until you can't even put it in your mind to have another broad, because you know that this dummy that you sending every day, you ain't trying to open up her head and put no knowledge in there. You ain't trying to build a hole. So you got to build a hole. Just like they go into, it's like you go into the department stores, where they have, you can build a bear. That's how you got to do with your woman. You got to build her. You got to build her for the game mentally. But if your mind ain't in order mentally, how you gonna get her in order? Because let me tell you, man, hoes, they come with problems. They just leaving their parents' house. So they've been under their parents' watch and thumb. A lot of them then jumped off the porch in the game because they wanted something different. Or a lot of them that jumped off the porch and got in the game because it interests them. It excites them. They like it. Or the main reason why they get in the game is because of you. Now, I'm saying we, because I can't, what I'm saying, I'm not in the game, but I'm still sending one. So anyway, enough of that. So what I'm saying is that when you in the doggone game, your job is to grow in the game physically and mentally, day by day, and how many ladies in your stable, they supposed to grow and gain knowledge daily through you. You the teacher, you the groomer. Every day is your job to take them to school. So this is what I'm saying. How you gonna have 2 hoes and the one that you ain't even got her all the way in pocket? What I'm saying is, when I say in pocket, I don't mean in pocket not looking at pimps. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about in pocket, meaning that you didn't gave her enough knowledge to go get your dough. You started giving her a knowledge about what a hoe's job is and what a hoe's supposed to do. And you letting her know what pimping is expecting out of her. Just like she came home with that 1,000 and you was excited. It was the best day of her, the best day of her home. You know what you're supposed to tell her? Baby, you did good. You did good. You finally got to that 1,000 mark. Now you know what we need to work on now? How you can get past that. We need to work on, you turning that 1,000 a night. We need to work on you turning that into 1,500 a night. Whatever you're not doing, baby, step it up. So she gonna say, well, I don't know what I'm not doing. That's when you come in with the game. The questions, well, are you doing this? Are you saying this? Well, listen, baby, next time you with that trick, I want you to do this. I want you to say this. I want you to say that. That's how you make her go from 1,000 a night to 1,500. You give her the knowledge. Tell her the inside secrets. If you want your money to grow, give her the knowledge to grow. How are you going to keep going around here talking about having another hoe and you ain't in position mentally to have another hoe? Man, listen, for y'all that's not in the game, man, don't think it's as easy as it sounds. Man, hoes come with problems. Hoes come with issues. They have hoes be pulling pimps in all kind of directions. You understand what I'm saying? Because they have so many problems. They got mental problems that who knows when they was staying home with their mom, you know, maybe she was giving them some oxys or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she was taking medication. Who knows? Who knows? To me, most hoes is unstable mentally anyway. You know, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them are. They have mental disorders. They're insecure. Some of them have daddy issues. So instead of just being their man, a pimp got to wear more than one hat. I told you that. You know, sometimes for them insecurities, you might have to be that daddy figure, showing strength, showing leadership, a daddy figure in that way, showing her how to win, showing her how to progress, showing her that life is more than just being on that track. It's more to life than that. So once you got her with that knowledge, and you ready yourself, I'm saying, meaning that you're not pimping off your emotions. You're not, and when I say pimping off your emotions, it's like this right here. I know so many young pimps right now, when I say they, pimping off their emotions, meaning this right here. Worrying about how that hoe is getting your money. Thinking about what she doing with a trick, or what she did, or what she doing to get your money. Man, if you one of them kind of guys, man, this game is not for you. You shouldn't worry or even think about how that woman is getting your money, because you done already told her how to get your money. You done already told her what to look for. You already instructed her. She done jumped out your car and started walking with a smile on her face, feeling confident because she know that she gonna get some money because she didn't kick game with you. She feels secure in what she's doing. She's not worried about what might happen and what might not happen. All she's concerned about is getting your money. Now, when you get a lady like that, you might be ready for the next lady. I'm saying, lady, these ladies, they be jealous. They have abandonment little young pimp I know just called me the other day. He's like, Tay, I done had this bra 6 months, man, and it's still the same way, man. She still got these abandonment problems. So I said, man, okay, what to you, man? I said, what is abandonment? What you call abandonment problem? He said, man, she hate for me to leave her. Every time I walk out the door, she want to go. Not that she questioned me about where I'm going. All she said, can I go? She always texted me. Always, he said she always calling me. She's always worried about where I'm at and what's happening with me instead of worried about what's happening with herself. Abandonment issues, insecurities, mental issues. See, hoes come with all of this. It's all coming at you. They're pulling you from all different ways, and it's steady coming at you. And if you ain't got no game, or if you ain't ready for it, it's the game gonna spit you out. Well, maybe it's best. I think it's designed like that. But it's just got to be some kind of process that let y'all lames know that you ain't ready when you think you're ready. But coming through my era, we used to welcome pimps that thought they was pimps. We used to welcome, hey, come on to Hollywood. Because all they was doing was fattening the frog for a snake. Meaning that all they was doing was sending them ladies out the door with no knowledge. And when a real one come along and he can spot it, oh yeah. When you know that you really, really about this game, when you can spot a turnout, when you can spot a hoe that ain't been down but 4-5 months. You got to be working on being a scholar in the game. You got to work on reaching the top, the highest heights, because how high is high? You got to work on yourself. Don't even think about having a doggone another hoe. And you ain't got you in order, and you ain't got that other hoe in order. Check the scenario out right here. You've been down the game. You didn't have this one broad. Just say you didn't have it for a year. Okay, but I hope in that year that you didn't have way more broads than her. Because in the game, you got to keep having a turnover until you find that one that's going to fit your program. So when they say hoes come leaving, I've never agreed with that statement. Because to me, my statement is, a hoes come to stay and pay. Now, them punks, they come leaving, but trust me, leave. Female come in my camp, she's gonna get charged from day one. I'm not gonna slack off. I'm gonna put the game in her, and I'm gonna send her, and I'm gonna reap the benefits. I'm gonna plant my seeds. You got to plant your seeds in your lady. You got to plant the seeds, man, and watch them bloom. When you start getting that rack a day or better, them seeds is blooming, man. that tree is full of fruit, man. All from you, because you planted them seeds. So back to what I was saying again, man. Don't worry about getting deep if you ain't ready for it. Because this game is a task. It ain't easy. If the pimping was easy, it would be rich. And I know y'all know a whole lot of them that's been in the game that ain't rich. I ain't talking about, like we say, nigga rich. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about society rich, having that 50 racks or better, in the bank or stashed away. No, in the bank. Having a little cash in your pocket, but having them credit cards. See that, walking around and, how some pimps what they think make the game is they bankroll. So I know y'all ran across them. They're always trying to flash their bankroll. I was always taught if you can make a sucker come to a flash, then you could break him. Meaning that all you pimps out there that's high signing with your bankroll, because you think that make you, I'm gonna say what I said again. If you can make a sucker come to a flash, you can break him. So I just want you to remember that. Eric Robinson, what's up, man? Denatra Lewis, how you doing, man? Mr. Norm, Chicago Inglewood on board. All right. Man, you got to develop your craft if you in the game, So back to what I was saying about checking your progress. Okay. Last year at the same time, you was in a motel. Okay. Now, here's a year later. Check your progress. If you've been in a hotel for a year, you might as well get it. You might as well, you might as well get a job, man. You might as well get a job. You're wasting your time and you're wasting the game's time. And I'm gonna repeat that. If you've been in a hotel for a year, you might as well go get you a job. Because the worst thing for a little bitty pimp is to be getting square money. You understand me? You got one broad, you're in the game, you're getting $300-400 a day. By the time you pay for the hotel room and buy the broad outfit, you got $50 in your pocket. You're scared to mash on the broad because she's the only broad you got. So you're scared to mash on her. You're probably even scared to raise your voice at her because she all you got right now. And you don't have enough game and knowledge to elevate yourself. So you kind of like stuck, but you ain't stuck. But you are stuck because you're getting square money. You're getting 9 to 5 money. But you screaming pimping like you a big old pimp. Some pimp, I don't know where that message is, but some pimp, he texts me and he say, man, I'm getting 6 or 7 racks a day out this broad, man. And I said, what? He said, I'm 5D, man. I'm getting 5,000 to 6,000, man, out each broad. Now listen, man, I don't mind answering y'all texts, man. I don't mind kicking it with y'all, man. But don't try to impress me. You know, I've been out the game. Even though I still got that little 27-year-old man from Eric B. But I'm saying, I ain't active in the game. Because if I was, I wouldn't be on here talking about it. Because I knew they would be coming after pimping. But don't be texting me trying to impress me. Because I know sugar from bullshit. Especially when I hear it. So when he say that, he say he got 5 bras, 5 white bras, and he getting 5 or 6 racks out of each broad every day. So I said, man, you got a Rolls Royce or a Bentley? Okay. I ain't got a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. Oh, what you got, a Benz? He said, yeah, I got a Benz. I said, shit, man, it's 2020. Is it a 2020? No, man, it's I said, man, that car 10 years old, man. I said, man, how can you have 5 bras getting 5 racks a day, which is $25,000 a day? So 4 days, you got 100 racks. So you mean to tell me that you get, so I said, so you mean to tell me that you getting it like that and you ain't got a Rolls Royce or Bentley? I said, man, shoot, man. I know you own some apartment buildings, man. How many of them apartment buildings you own, man? You don't own no apartment buildings. He said he just bought a little lot, some little lot he just bought, and he's thinking about letting the people do some construction on it. So now I just told you guys that story. Now I know that sounds like some straight bullshit because it is. So I'm just saying, man, I'm not the one to impress. You got to impress that hoe. You got to impress yourself. So if you lie to yourself, then you living in a fucked up world. You can lie to everybody. You can't lie to yourself. Peep the scenario right here. You got one broad. You ain't got no mentor. You having problems in the game. You talk to a couple other people. Okay, so now, bam, you get lucky and come up with another broad. Okay, now you got 2 broads. The broads you had, you ain't prepared her for this new lady. See, you got to keep letting these ladies know, hey, you are not enough. I need more than just you. Because I tell any doggone hoe, man, one hoe just ain't gonna work. I'm gonna break her ankles walking. She gonna be running over shoes every day. She gonna be double shifting. She gonna be triple shifting. One broad. Anyway, so he get the other broad. So now he too deep. So he can't be out on the track with the broad. See, that's why when you got a lady, and you get another lady, okay, hoe. When you got a hoe, you get another hoe. That hoe who you got, her job is to show that lady, the new one, the ropes. Her job is to show that woman how pimping showed her how to go out there and handle this business. Now, if you ain't prepared this broad, then you ain't schooled her on what to say and how to have a wife-in-law, then you might wind up with no broads. You got the one broad. She jealous. You get the other broad. She's schooling her on the doggone track. But now the other broad, the freshman, starts to get more money than her. So then what this broad over here gonna do? The one that's been there first, she gonna be mad. She gonna start trying to distract this other broad, this new broad, by telling her dumb shit, by trying to pit her against you. Perfect example happened with me. So I have this broad, and she bring home another broad. Okay, once she bring the broad home, then it's out of her hands. Okay, baby, thanks for bringing this bitch home. So, now it's me and the broad. Okay. I started letting them, stay together. Bad mistake. I come over one day, they in the bed together. Okay, cool. That's what you like? Cool. So, you know what I did? I got in the bed with both of them. That's what I did. I told them I'm running this shit. You don't do none of this without me around. But how I'm gonna tell her, brother, I'm not gonna babysit her. Anyway, man, make a long story short, what wind up happening is the dirty bitch, she ran off, took the fresh broad with her, got with this other dude, both of them got with this other dude, and then that dirty bitch turned around and came right back to me. Talking about, I don't know what happened to her, Tay. She just ran off. That's just one incident that I'm telling you how hoes do. See, they'll make a way to get that broad away from you if they don't want it there. And all that's your fault. You got to let a broad know when she going to work. You got to let her know that it's like your job is not only to go out on the track and sell pussy. Your job is to find a weak link on that track. Other night I rode out on a Fig. When I got to, I'm talking about counting hoes. When I got to 85, I stopped counting. So now peep this. Ain't nowhere in the world that you can tell me that out of 85 plus hoes on the track, that all them hoes happy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's be real about this, man. If it's over 85 hoes, at least 37, 38, or maybe 40. No, I say 37, 38 of them hoes is unhappy by being with a simp. They unhappy because this motherfucker is a gangbanger and he can't take them no farther than Fig. I've been seeing a few hoes out on Sunset. I'm glad y'all finally waking up, some of y'all, because Fig is not the only track. Young Pimp just got in from DC, and he was down in Santa Monica at the beach. And I said, man, you on the track. And he said, huh? I said, that's Main Street in Santa Monica, Pacific Coast Highway. It's actually Main Street, it turns into Pacific Coast Highway, which is all those hotels and motels, they face the beach. They're right on the beach. We all know when it comes to the game, any city where there's a motel circle or motel row, that's a host row. I sent him down there, told him where it was at. He called me the next day. Che, you was like, man. He said, man, both them bras, man, they brought me 11 and 12, man. He said it, and they wouldn't even dress with hoes. They didn't have the stilettos on and all that. And I said, yeah, because I told you, don't take that. You can make a track. Where there's motels, you can make a track. You in LA right now, don't don't think that Fig is the only track. Branch out, man. You know, you got to think out the box. Okay, all the hoes on Fig, so and it's a lot of bullshit they be going off on Fig, you understand me? Because there's a lot of unruly so-called pimps out there. It's more gangbanging pimps damn near than real stomped down pimps out there on Fig. So being a thinking pimp, don't you think that you should, you know, be like, man, all those hoes out here, we in LA, man, let me go find me another track. I already told you guys about Main Street of Pacific Coast Highway in Santa Monica. Okay. Then you got on the other side of Western in Hollywood, you got Sunset Boulevard, then you got Sunset on the other side of Western. Or when you get to Sunset, you can just go down Western, going back towards the hood. All of that's open. There used to be a transvestite track right there on Western, between Santa Monica and Sunset, or between Santa Monica and before you cross over that little overpass freeway. But now just those out there, they didn't got rid of all the transvestites. So that's another part of Hollywood right there. Then you could go down, straight down Sunset, cross Crescent Heights, go past the car wash, then you in Beverly Hills. The sheriffs, they really don't trip off hoes like LAPD. So then there's another area where you can get out and have your track. You can still get out there on Sepulveda, that whole of Sepulveda area. I'm telling you guys, man, you in LA, man, I'm telling you what these different tracks is. Don't just settle for Fig, man. Man, step out that box, man, of following tracks. It's okay to follow tracks, but you in the city of LA, man, you in the city of the Angels, man. Man, there's plenty of tracks, man. So I done told you about Santa Monica. Oh, and I forgot about Inglewood. Century was always a track. And there's certain little areas of Century. They got a part of Century on Prairie. All the way down Prairie is a bunch of motels. It used to be the host road. You still see a few little dope fiend hoes out there. But I'm telling you guys, man, branch your pimping out, man. You in LA, man. Man, it's more than just Fig, man. Seriously. Seriously, man. You know, you got to, man, you just got to try to be different, man. You just got to be somebody that's just like they say, hey, man, where that track at in LA, man, where they get money? Everybody gonna say Fig. But the ones that's getting money in them other spots, they ain't gonna say nothing. Because they getting their ends. I know about them from them 8s up. Because I know what I be checking. You know, I ain't supposed to say that. But trust me, Sunset popping, man. Better get out there and get in the mix and handle your business. Because just think, you on Fig, you get 800-900. So I would figure, shit, man, let me try another track, man. You know, you got to always be thinking bigger. You got to always be thinking outside yourself. You got to always be thinking about making your life better. Because I know if I get $1,000 in one night, then I know that I'm not going to get that $1,000 again. I want it better. I don't want it less. Because now you can't come in with less. You came in with 1,000. Now you can't come in with another 1,000. You can't no more. Because if you do, then I'm gonna double shift you. Yeah, if you did cool, but you know, shit, I got to have that rack again, and I'm sending it right back out the dope. You always got to be reaching. I hate to say reaching for the stars, but you always got to be reaching for the sky. You got to always be reaching for how high is high. Otherwise, you just be stagnant. You look around and you have made no progress. Oh, you got the money to make the progress because you've been pimping, but you're scared to spend it. You ain't believing in your game. You ain't believing in your pimping. You ain't believing in you. You're just sitting on that money, scared to spend it. Don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But if you had already planned and prepared, you wouldn't even worry about it. Because listen, when you're in the game and you steady growing and you steady planning and preparing it and popping it, you know what happens? You get to a certain point in your career, your lifestyle of the game, you get to a certain point where everything you touch turns to gold. There's no more losing. Everything you touch, you winning. Every day you winning. You don't wonder why you winning, because you planned and prepared for this. You worked on putting yourself in this position where the only thing that you got to worry about is getting some more money and where then and what to do with it. I know how most of y'all are out there. You might be sitting on a little bank, what you think is a bank, but trust and believe, if it ain't 50 or better, then you got a lot of growing to do. But it's okay. It's okay. Because like I say, the game, it's a journey. It's not a sprint. A fast horse don't last long. He might be in front and he might have a jump on me and he might take off before me. But by me outthinking him and him not knowing that I done already studied the route, I done already studied the journey. I know what potholes exist because I done planned and prepared. But he haven't. He just straight ahead with his foot on the gas, just mashing. Sometimes you have to ease up and put it in neutral and know where you're going. Don't be pimping too fast. Don't get ahead of yourself. Get what you need, not what you want. Because what you want will always be there. Always. Being in the game, you call yourself a pimp, you got to step out that square body and out that square mind and into the mind of a genius that knows how to put a plan together. A genius that's really before his time in his thoughts and in his mind. You got to be bigger and better than anybody else. How can you get bigger in the game if you don't get better? The only way you get better is outthinking the next man. Stand ahead. Whatever he thinks about, I already thought about that. Been there and done that, man. Every day you got to work on you, and every day you got to work on your feet. You got to work on your lady. You got to. Like Jazzy say, a hoe can make her own hoe stroke. That's right, Jazzy. So I'm gonna speak on something else. You know, you in the game and you think you got it figured out, but you ain't putting no time in, so you haven't figured it out. You should have your plan. Okay, you start with your plan. Write it down. Map it out. Whatever your plan is that you put down on paper, whether you put it down on paper or whether you put it in your mind. Lay your plan out. Know what your next move is. Know how you're going to go from $1,000 a day to $1,500 to $2,000. Know how you're going to do that. Because I always be thinking about having it bigger and better. You can't just settle and satisfy for just a Mercedes. And a Rolls Royce is better and costs more. And get you more looks and get you more props. I want the best. If you ain't in the game if you're in the game and you don't want the best, then you're wasting your time. I don't want to just think and feel like a millionaire. I want to be one. You might not get to be one. You can get awful doggone close, man, by using your mind, stepping outside the box. Anybody that's rich, they didn't get there overnight. They got there by making moves. They got there by knowing people. Now, you didn't put this plan together. So you want to get, so you get ready to go in here and speak to this loan officer. Excuse me. So I've never got a loan before, but I imagine it's this right. It's like this, you write up your proposal, you write up your plan, you going in there asking for some money, and you're asking for some money to complete this plan right here. So loan officer, here's my plan. He's looking over the plan. You give him time to read it. But whatever in that plan, you got to memorize this in your mind because you didn't plan and prepare. You ready to talk for this doggone $50,000 or $100,000 loan that you get ready to get because you didn't plan, you prepared it, you ready. So you're sitting here with him while he's looking it over. You give him time to look it over and read it. And then you go to talking about the plan. You go to talking about everything that's in that folder that you gave him. He's thinking about his bank loaning you the money on this proposal or this plan that you gave him. Man, you got to have it in order. But not only on paper, in your mind. So he finished reading it, then you go spitting it out. Yeah, well, with this plan, in 2 years and 3 years, I plan to for the company to make X amount of dollars, or vice versa. However you run the plan down, but you run it down to him verbally. He got it right in front of me. He read it, but you're not really understanding what he's reading. So you got to spit it out. Your accomplishments gonna be getting that money. Now, if any of y'all have completed and got a big loan like that, or going through the process, let me see y'all on the screen. Maybe y'all can give some people some more information. But I'm figuring, I know that's how it goes. Yoda man, Mr. B, Mr. Norm, Tony Red. So you got to have a plan in life, man. Otherwise, you're just like running around with his head cut off. You got to eliminate the obstacles in front of you. Then that's when you can win. Man, you got to eliminate those obstacles in front of you. So picture this right here. Okay, just say, I had to put it on paper here. So just say you pimping on a small scale. And I say small scale because the small scale is you getting 500 a day. 7 days a week, that's 3,500. 3,500 times 4, that's 14 racks in 1 month. Only getting 500 a day. And to me, 500, that's small out of Broad, man. Broad come through my door with 500. You understand me? She gonna change shoes, change clothes. She going back out the door. Because that just ain't gonna get it right there. You're on the road, the hotel gonna cost you at least a rack or more if you stand in a nice spot. I ain't talking about you Motel 6 living niggas. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about pimps that really know how to live. You understand what I'm saying? So now, in 1 month with 500 a day, you'd have made 14,000. Okay. If you do that for 6 months, at the end of 6 months, only getting 500 a day, you got 84 racks, man. 6 months getting 500 a day, you got 84 racks. Now, what I'm saying is that's putting away 500 a day. So at the end of every week, you got $3,500. That's why I say, if you checking 8s and better, which which is what you should be getting, man. So you get 8 for the day. Put that 500 in the bank, put that 300 in your pocket. You do that every day. You look up 2 weeks, man, you got 7 racks put away. You can do the math. That's planning and preparing. That's growing every day because you got a plan. And you sticking to this plan. Hey, man, can you imagine a person without a plan and now they got 25 racks? So now you got 25,000, you ain't got no plan. You know what you're going to do? You're going to either sit on that money or you're going to figure a way to go spend it. See, all that come with youth. I don't know. See, what I'm trying to get y'all to see is that you don't have to be young. You don't have to wait till you get old to enjoy your money. This is what I'm here for. You need to enjoy your money while you got that youth up in you. You need to start off building your empire while you're in your 20s. So by the time you get on the downhill side of 30, man, you're in position. You're in position without the worries because you done stepped outside the box. You done stepped outside of thinking just like a pimp. You got to think like an entrepreneur. You got to think of where you're going, not where you've been. You can't hide progress. That's why when you're in the game, there's no such thing as being incognito, going up under the wire. You can't hide progress. You can't be making money every day and don't spend it on yourself and to make yourself look better, to make your surroundings better. I'm talking about do it and you ain't got to sit back and be like, dang, man, I really didn't even have that money to spend. I shouldn't spend that money. For those of you that's thinking like that, then you ain't believing you ain't believing in the game. You ain't believing in that lady that you got. You're supposed to believe that you can touch the sky. Tell her she can touch the sky, and then show her how. See, we can talk, we got conversation. But if I tell you I want some more money, then I'm going to tell you how to get that extra money. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. This is when the game come in. You want to elevate, baby? Elevate yourself. How you going to tell her how to add another 500 to that trap if you don't know what to tell her? She going to keep being at the same 500 or 400. Some days, because you ain't really pimping on, she might give you 3. She don't see you doing nothing with the money. She don't see no progress. So why should she step it up? You ain't stepping it up. Why should she? That's why I say, you talking about getting deep with hoes, man, you better be prepared to have more than one hoe. Because if you ain't prepared to have more than one hoe, and you do get that second one, then she ain't gonna be there in no time. Or you're gonna wind up losing both of them and being ho-po. Because you're not gonna take the time. All you gonna think about, oh man, I'm too deep, man. I got another hoe. But you don't know how to pimp on both these hoes together. You don't know how to talk to both of their mind at once, but separate the two individually through their mind. Because you ain't got no game. You ain't got no knowledge. You ain't studied the game. You ain't studied you. She gonna keep being a $500 a night, bro, because you don't know how to tell her how to make it into $1,000. Because you ain't got the knowledge. You ain't studied your game. You ain't studied what you spend your life doing. You ain't studied, man. You ain't practiced. How you think you're gonna win? How you think you're gonna win? Oh, take basketball. Just say the free throw line. You think you can be an expert at shooting free throws You don't come after practice every day and work and work an hour or two on how to shoot free throws and make them. Same way with life, same way with the game. If you don't have a plan and you're not preparing to better yourself or step up your life or step up your lady's life, you're gonna be like standing in some doggone cement, waiting on it to dry. I'm saying, if you ain't got no game, if you're not growing in knowledge and what to do with your money when you get it, then it's like you living your life like a bucket with a hole in it. Whatever you putting in is nowhere. Why? Because you're not putting nothing in. You don't have a plan. You don't have a plan. You so used to doing things one way until you don't realize that you're not going to win until you step out that box. When it comes to pimping a hoe, step out the box of thinking that just because a track is full of hoes, that's where to sit your bra down. Think out the box, man. Think bigger than that. Stop being a small fry. Long as you're a small fry, you'll never get out of a Cadillac. You always be a Cadillac pimp. We all start off with being Cadillac pimps. But once you're in the game for a while, it's like you start to grow. You start to want bigger and better things. You don't settle for anything. You want the best. If you can't have the best, then you keep grinding until you get the best. Never settle for nothing less. See, all this stuff that I didn't kick, I know it's confusing to you. But if you was real about it and you popping your collar with this pimping, it would be just as easy as 1, 2, 3. And I say, when you on the upscale, when you done paid your dues and you winning in this game, you might be at that point in your career right now. I don't know. But once you got it down packed and you popping it and you growing in knowledge and you doing what you're supposed to do, like I said earlier, everything you touch turn to gold. You don't lose at nothing. In your mind, you're like, man, shit, man, this shit, I'm killing them. I'm killing them because I've been thinking about killing them. I've been working on killing them. You reach your peak by the effort that you put in. Just like my reference to shooting balls, running track. Just say you run a track, you get in the starting blocks, and when you run a track, what determines who's gonna win the race is how you come out the starting blocks. So knowing that if you come out the starting blocks right, that can enhance your time and make your time better, then shit, after practice every day, I think that's all I would work on, coming out the starting blocks. Whatever is holding me back from winning, then that's what I want to work on. That's what I want to improve. But over 50% of the time, what's holding you back is you. Not believing in you. Trying to cut corners. Thinking that there's a get-rich-quick scheme. That don't work. Don't nothing make you win but grinding. Keeping your nose to the grindstone till it bleed every day. Accepting the best and nothing less. Always thinking about winning. Always working on winning. Because it all comes through you. Look at your progress in this past year. If you're not farther in your life or closer to your goal than you was last year, then you need to step it up. That same car you had last year, see, when you're in the game, it's all about progress. I was in the game 29 years. Never kept the same car 2 years, except my Auburn. That's after I stepped out the box. I'd never forget the story. came home from the pen from Chino. I'd done 17 months. So I come home. I had one broad, 17 months. I came home. She had me like 87 racks. So I come home. I buy a Cadillac, a white Cadillac. Put the Vogues on there, put the rims on there, put the booty on the back. My caddy fly. Okay. 3 weeks, a month later, 2 months later, I see three caddies just like mine. Same year, they didn't fix it up just like mine, and they pimps. So thinking ahead and always staying 3 steps or 7 steps ahead of the competition, I said, oh, I see what's going on. Oh, y'all think y'all pimping on my level because you got the same car I got. So that makes you think with your small mind that you pimping on my level. So I said, okay, knowing that the game was about show and tell. So it's 4 of us on this track with the same caddy. So I said, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm fixing to step it up. I got 4 bunnies. I can step it up. I'm fixing to reach something that I know that they can't reach unless they really pimping. That's when I got that Auburn 1935 Auburn boat tail roadster. Knew nobody had one of them. Knew they couldn't compete. Yeah, so I rolled up on that baby with the top down. Yeah, how you like me now? Yeah, you want to get on my level? You know, you want some competition? Yeah, compete with this. It was a few takers. Might have been, it wasn't 5. It wasn't 5 pimps that rode exotic. It was some pimps with some Rolls Royces. But you can have that Rolls Royce. Let me go exotic on your ass. Let me get this vehicle that when I ride down the streets, head turn. And people like, damn, who the fuck is he? 3 steps ahead, I set myself up where I knew I was going to be recognized as being a giant. Because you can't touch me. I'm right where you can't. You're going to have a long way to step up here where I'm at because I'm really pimping. That's why I say there's a difference between pimping and really pimping. When you got your game in order, you got your pimping in order, yeah, you the trendsetter. You the Joneses that they trying to be like. So when I made that move, yeah, that took care of all that trying to do what I do, trying to copy my style. Yeah, okay, yeah, copy this Auburn. You got to stun on them. If having the flyest car make me stand out and make me get recognized, well, then that's what I want. Why? Because it's the best, and people recognize the best. I want the best of everything, and I want my ladies to have the best of everything. And I'm gonna let them know that I'm gonna have the best, and that we're gonna have the best. And I'm gonna show them how to make it where we can have the best. I'm not gonna just talk about having the best. I'm not gonna just paint that picture to my woman on how our life is gonna be if she keep her hand in mine. No, I'm gonna show her. I'm not gonna only talk about it. I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna show her how to make it right. You can talk about it, but can you pop it? You can talk about stepping her up in her horn, but can you be about it instead of just talking about it? Don't just tell her how to get that extra 500. Show her how. Hey, baby, listen. Now, if you say this, if you make this move with this trick, I guarantee you that he gonna give you some more money. You got to have something to tell her, man. You got to have something to tell her, man. You keep on being, keep on being that boring ass pimp, and one of these young pimps around, they're gonna knock you. See how pimping thing? I started to say, I'm gonna knock you. I'm not on the track. I'm not pimping, but it's just, it's just in me. So I said, y'all gonna knock them, not me. I never enjoyed nothing more than being on the track. Why? Because that was my life. I enjoyed it, the camaraderie, the not so much the camaraderie, but the competition. Who could be the sharpest? Who gonna look the flyest? What kind of new jury he got? You know, coming through my hair. This is what we was trying to do. Every pimp was trying to be bigger and better than the next pimp. Every man was trying to be bigger and better than the next man. Not at a regular pace, at a super pace. If you start off programming yourself to have nothing but the best and nothing less, then you in the game, you're going to go a long ways. You got to reach for the highest. That's the only way you're going to be satisfied about the game. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to live the game the way it was designed. It's the only way. Okay. Let me see here. I just been running my mouth, man. I want to see if any of you guys got any questions, man. You know what? I think I might have to have the next show, a question and answer show, where you guys just, any question that you got to ask me, all you got to do is write it down. And then next Wednesday, you guys can come on the show and ask me some questions, man. I always ask you guys about asking me questions. I had Jazzy on here. Only like 2 of you guys ask questions. That's what gets me, man. Y'all talk all that big old pimping. Then Jazzy was on here, and none of y'all didn't even ask her no questions, man. Only a couple of you guys, man. Man, I'm here, man, to answer your questions, man, about this game. Because like I said, what I'm here for, man, is to make your life better than mine, man. And I know I had it the best. To me, my life couldn't have got no better. Every dream I ever had, I made it come true through the game. But I worked on that. I worked on me. I worked on my bras. I worked on my future. I worked on their future. And I apply it. Because the pimp is always thinking, even when he sleep. That's why pimps rest. They don't sleep. Because their mind is active and steady working. I just couldn't wait for the sun to come up. Because I got a plan for every day. Man, let this sun, I'm laying here, I'm thinking, I'm supposed to be asleep. Man, let this sun hurry up and come up, man, so I can get to my pimping. So I can get to my goal. You're so hungry and eager for it that you know that the only way it's going to work is that you apply yourself. You want it bad. I know you want it bad. But don't change lanes. Keep your nose to the grindstone. If it's about the pimping, keep your nose to the pimping. If it's about some music, keep your nose to the music. If it's about growing and building an empire, man, stick to it, man. But you got to work on it every day. You can't work on it 2 days and the third day like, man, I'm tired, man. I'm going to take off this day. No, ain't no taking off. When you're about it, it's an everyday 24-hour grind. Ain't no off days. Because that off day, my competition, it might get in front of me. I want to be the competition. I want to be the front runner. I want to be the Joneses. You understand? Like they say, saying, oh, the pasture is always greener on the other side. That's what people think. That's what ladies think. Well, like I said before, how about you put yourself in position to own the pasture? Yeah, the grass is green on the other side, baby. But pimping, I own the pasture. So where you gonna go? I used to tell the hoe, hey, if you think about leaving me, choose at least give me the respect of choosing somebody that's bigger than me. I guess that's why I can count the times on one hand out of 29 years that I got knocked off. Because I stayed at it. Strived and worked every day to be the best. Matter of fact, out of 29 years, I didn't even get knocked off 5 times. That's pimping. That's knowing you. That's being about it. I can't even count how many times I didn't knock a pimp. But I know one thing, that it wasn't a week that went by out of 29 and a half years in the game. It wasn't a week that went by that I didn't catch, that I did not. Now, you want to be great in the game? Or you should. Otherwise, why are you in it? The game is a stepping stone to the rest of your life. The game is going to put you in position to plan, prepare, and pop it. That's what it is. See, when it comes to the game, the pimping is forever. But to me, you can't pimp forever. The game is forever. But as a person, Father Time will catch up with you. And it's a couple of times we say, "No, man, I'm over 60, man. I'm still pimping, man. You understand me?" Yeah, you still pimping because you got the same broad. You ain't over 60, like you ain't over 60 and you out here on no track knocking at least 2-3 times a week. That you're not doing. And don't try to feed me with that bullshit like you are. So showing your house and that's nice. All that's nice, man. But I'm still telling you, pimping lasts forever, but you can't. But you can't pimp forever. Now, look back on here, see if I got any questions. Okay, common sense. What's up with you, man? Mr. B, Naja Lee, what's up with the game pieces? My game pieces, I'm still having to sell. You can get 6 game pieces for $50, or you can get 15 game pieces for $100. Or if you want to get 8, you want to get 10, you want to get 12. Or if you want to buy my whole game piece library, I have 65 game pieces now. And that's the whole library goes for $450. That's the sale. If you want to get some game pieces, you can hit me on my IG, which is Shante Parker, or Facebook, Shante Parker, or YouTube, Shante Parker. So get in contact with me, hit me on my IG, and I hook you up with the game pieces. Because the sale, I had the sale for the last 3 months. That sale about to go off. So take advantage of it. Let me see here. Okay, Mr. B. Okay. How do you deal with an upper scale woman with money? How do you keep them enticed and exciting and into you? See, a upscale woman with money, I'm gonna tell you in my experience, this is what works for me. The way that I get at a female that's upscale and got money is that she might not know it, but to her, I got just as money as she got. I'm gonna make her feel secure in me being around. I'm gonna make her feel that I'm not no threat to her, or I'm not trying to charge her, because I'm gonna look like and I'm gonna sound like I'm doing just as good as her or better. So the way to maintain a lady with money, and it's through conversation. Have some ideas, have some projects that you've been working on. Talk to her about them. They like money. She got money. She come from money. She know how to make money. You got some ideas. Put them ideas on paper. Bring them ideas to her. Show her to her. You know what? This is what I've been trying to do. I'm just having a few financial problems, but that's okay. I'm going to work it out. I'm working on it right now. Do that. Then the more she get to like you, she going to feel more confident with you. Then you got action and straight winning. You got to think. That's a good question. That's Mark Jackson. Okay. Big Steve from Texas. Pimping, what turns you on most about yourself? Man, you know what? That's a good question. What turns me on mostly about myself is that, man, I am such a arrogant motherfucker, man. Sometimes I'm so arrogant I can't even stand myself, you know, because you see the question. That's, oh, yeah, well, that was it. Where's that question? Was that it? Let's see if that is. Oh no, that's what's up with your game piece. That's not it. Trying to find this question. Oh yeah, here it is right here. Okay, there's the question. So how do you deal with a upscale woman with money, and how do you keep them enticed and exciting and into you? So yeah. So what turns me on about myself is how much I want to be able to live, not just survive. See, a lot of us just survive. You know, you had the money to go in a 5-star restaurant, and instead of going to do that, which is what you really want, you would go to Denny's instead. If you want to be top class, you want to be first rate, then that's what you got to reach for. You know, settle for the best and nothing less. All right. Next question. Let's see what we got here. Big Stevie, I hope I answered your question. How do you get longevity in the game? The way you get longevity in the game is every day work on what you're going to do in the future. Every day work on what you're going to do 3 days ahead or 3 months ahead. Every day. Give a lady something to reach for. You done painted the picture for her. Show her every day. Show her that you're going to keep her life exciting. She just came from that dull life. Don't bring her into your life telling her how exciting it is. And then she come into your life and it's the same thing. Ain't no different. All right. Let me see here. Common sense. Who else we got here? Mr. B. Who is that? Tony Red. Geechee Sultan. I was just looking for some questions. It ain't all that confusing. Just how a con artist has got to be an artist at a con. A pimp has to be an artist at pimping. Pimp artist. Christopher Poirier, that's a good analogy. That's good, man. I like that. So I told you guys about the game pieces. Friday, I'll be doing the show. I have my show on Blog Talk Radio at 3 o'clock. So that's Blog Talk Radio. No, www.blogtalkradio.com/game for you. That's www.blogtalkradio.com/game for you. So tune in Friday, 3 o'clock, Blog Talk Radio. Don't know more. You guys have any questions, man? I'm gonna wrap it up. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We've been on here. We've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes. You know, I had a couple of people say, "Ted, your show too long, man." So this Mr. B and Mike's Life Matters. I want you guys, man, to hit me on my IG, man. Both of you guys. We talk about them game pieces. I look like an important question. Let me see what it says. Speak on how a hoe should conduct herself in public with her folks, and how she should conduct herself with square men while she's with the ism. Speak on how a hoe should conduct herself in public with her folks. Well, that's already understandable because you're a gentleman. So naturally, your lady, you know, she's going to act like a queen because she knows she's with her gentleman. You know, a lady, a hoe knows how to act because she's going to act like you. I told you, you're always on stage with a lady. She going to act like you act. You bring her out in public to show her off. She definitely know how to act, man. Definitely, man. You know. One thing that you got to remember, man, about a hoe, man. A hoe is what you make her. They cunning, they smart, they sharp. You know, they are not predictable. Unless you're a real pimp. Unless you didn't, you know, dug inside her soul. Only way you're going to get some longevity is know what's in that lady's heart, know what's in her head. Only way you're going to get some longevity is make her be a part of you. It's like cloning her. Listen to her talk, watch how she move, watch how she act. It's like seeing you. That's how you get longevity. All right. I enjoyed talking to you guys. And once again, I want you guys to get in contact with me for my game piece sale, 6 game pieces for $50 or 15 game pieces for $100 or anything in between. If you want the whole game piece library, 65 game pieces, that'll be it's on sale for $450. I already gave you guys information on my Blog Talk radio show on Friday. So it's been a pleasure. And I'll see y'all next week. And remember, you the prize. Glasses up.